Hi, I'm Zazie. I'm here again. You're welcome to my channel. Um, it's a Sunday and I didn't plan on making any videos today, but I was just doing something on my computer and I decided to go on the charts to just check out a few trades. Well, maybe not a few, but gold especially. And I just decided to remind myself of the reason why. So I'm currently on a buy trade right now with gold. I'm holding a bullish position and I sent out the signal on my channel, right? And to be honest, it's not in profit yet, but I'm very hopeful. And let's see how this trade turns out. I'm just super hopeful that it will be nice. But here are a few things that I looked out for or that I noticed in the charts before I sent out the buy signal. Gold can be very, unlike other currency or unlike other pairs, gold can be quite unpredictable, right? We know the market is naturally unpredictable, but gold is just something else, right? And um, as much as I always have confidence when I take that trade with gold, I still find myself thinking sometimes, but I just leave it the way it is. When I do my analysis and I take my trade, I leave the rest to the market to do its thing, like I'm currently doing right now. So yeah, so this was the analysis that I already had this saved because this was what I was working on before the signal was sent out. And looking at it now, it almost seems like I'm seeing some sort of like move right now. So there was, okay, I'll just take it back like to what happened previously. So let's focus right now on the H4 time frame. But let me just quickly check what we have on the daily. All right. All right. Okay, good. So let's place our focus on the H4 time frame. I was very particular about the H4 time frame. I don't know if I've mentioned this in. So you wouldn't believe what happened. While I was recording the previous video, power went out, and before I could switch to a different source of power, I sort of lost interest in recording. And well, I'm here again. I finally got my vibe, and so yeah, let's continue. So this is gold. From the last time until now, you can see that gold had moved like to some reasonable points right up to this level, and it's been looking so good so far. I'm actually expecting gold to move all the way up, so I'm going to show you the analysis, right? Very simple stuff. I did all of the analysis on this gold on the H4 time frame, right? And everything has been put out here, so I'll just explain to you, walk you through what I looked out for and how I was able to come about, some things. So already you can see here that I have my H4 demand that has been drawn out, but this demand it's formed the one time and then was tested this one time, but I just drew it out just so I could have that point out there. And then while the chart was still on, I saw another demand zone which was here. So the interesting thing about this chart was the fact that if we take it back a bit, we'll see that we once had a pattern here. So I'm just going to put something right here. Sorry, just pick this up. See that there was a time that we once had a pennant pattern, right? That price broke out from, came back to retest, and then came out here giving us a new resistance, right? So I'll just put a line right here showing us this resistance area, right? It's supposed to be a zone, but I'll just put a line right there. So we had this pennant pattern and price broke out of the pennant and then moved all the way, and you can look at the length of the pole from the pennant. So it's supposed to be like a really long buy, right? So while price did all of that thing and then came back for a retest, this retest wasn't enough. Price bought though, then it came back again to this area and it came back to this H4 demand. So this demand zone has been tested a couple times. It was tested here the first time, which was the retest of these pennants that gave us a new resistance, right? Tested here again second time, tested here again, sort of broke out of it, but the breakout wasn't solid because it was just a week, right? And then went back up, came back again. So this like 1 2 3 4 5 6, it's been testing a couple times, right? So this H4 demand has been tested a lot of times, and it's almost like threatening the validity of this demand zone right now, because sometimes it seemed like price was going to break out of it, but the breakout did not happen. So this H4 demand is really holding price down, right? So looking at this chart, I look at this chart is like art. I'll explain. So you know, this trend line that was broken, if you extend it, which I did here, you could see the retest, and then while this whole retest is happening, we could see another pattern forming right here again. So while all of this is happening, we can also see like a falling wedge pattern that has also been formed here. And you know what a falling wedge pattern is? It's a bullish reversal pattern. It's a bullish, sorry, not reversal. It's a bullish, in this case here, it's sort of like a continuation pattern. Right, because price has been going bullish before. There was just like a little pullback that formed, giving us that falling wedge, and then price is, you know, looking like it's going to give us a bullish pattern or a bullish movement. So we had that falling wedge, and then we had price still around this zone. Did I say demand zone? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is not a demand zone, but this is the H4 watch zone. I'm just going to write this down. This is the H4 watch zone. Maybe that explains why price has just been trying to see if we could test it and break out of it a couple times, because no, it's not a demand zone, it's just a watch zone, but it's still very much significant, right? So this area here is our H4 watch zone, which is also could also be responsible for reversal of price back into the up direction, right? So we have price forming, or price had already formed the falling wedge. Price had tested this watch zone a lot of times, right? Tested a couple times, and then we can also see the consolidation around here, right? So I'm still in a bullish trade, although for some I've locked profits, but I'm still in a bullish trade because I'm expecting price to buy up until this new resistance area that was formed, and maybe just break out of it and just keep going and giving us higher highs, just like that. But for now, I'm still looking at price, and I'm still observing what the market is going to bring. Gold has struggled to break through this point, this level, for a while now. They have struggled to break through this level. So the moment it eventually breaks out of this level, two things will likely happen. It will either just go all the way up to this point, or it might go all the way up, probably come back for a retest at this area, because here will now also be serving as a minor resistance that's, if broken, might now turn into a new support, right? And then when that happens, we know that price might just keep going up. So I've been doing analysis on gold with the H4 time frame because I didn't see anything else interesting in other time frames, and the H4, like I always mention, is like my favorite time frame to trade with. I like to go higher, and then if I have to go lower, I just stop at the H1 just to have, like, you know, some small clarity on the markets and see what's happening in smaller time frames, right? But the H4 time frame has been giving me virtually everything I needed to work this market, and it's been going good so far. So, like I said earlier, I'm in a buy in gold. The signal wasn't sent on my free channel; it was sent on my premium channel, and it's already in profit. So if you think that after watching this video you can take the trade, it just means that your risk is going to be pretty high, because I mean my take profit is still up ahead, right? Somewhere around here, it's still up ahead. But if you take the trade right now, it's totally up to you at your own risk, and it just means that your risk might also be way higher, right? So the trade I took, when I took the trade, this red line here was actually my my stop loss area. So let me just look through the signal that I sent out. I'm just checking out the signal to see where my take profit was set at. So I will use this to set the coordinate for my take profit. That's 2029.565. Right. Okay. So we are almost at TP, because entry was, what was my entry? Let me just use this line to represent my entry. I'll just change the coordinates of this. My entry was at 1991.30. Right. So you can see that this was my entry, stop loss here, and take profit right here. So price is approaching TP. There's a high chance now that, based on where price is at the moment, price will likely hit TP first before any change happens in the market. So I'm very confident in this market. I feel like it's actually going to buy, right? I'm holding on to my buy strongly, even though there was a point where the first time I took the trade, it got into profit, but then there was a pullback, and then it looked like it was gonna go hit the stop loss. But I wasn't shaken by it because I was quite sure of what I did, and I knew that having to change my analysis wasn't the way. I just needed to stick to what the market is showing me. So right now, I'm still holding my position, and I'm hoping that price hits take profits. If for whatever reason price chooses to go the opposite direction and hits my stop loss, then that's totally okay, right? But I'm happy with the analysis that I've done so far. I'm happy with what price seems to be giving me, and I'm just anticipating price hitting my take profit or hitting whatever point it decides to hit. So that's that on gold. I'm still looking out for. I still have other pairs that I am analyzing, by the way. I'm still looking at US30 at the moment, and I'm hoping that something good comes out of it so I could take a signal, send a signal, take a trade, send a signal, and make some good profit from it. Although I took a trade previously and it wasn't a nice trade, to be honest. It was very bad and it hit my stop loss. But I am looking for another opportunity in the markets. As much as that trade hit my stop loss, I'm still running in overall profit, right? Which is good. You can only get that kind of results when you have very good risk management system. So even if you lose one trade or lose two trades, you're still in profit overall, right? So it's been working very well. So regardless of the fact that the last trade was not entirely nice, I'm still within good profit. So I'm looking out. I'm just watching and observing this market. I'm not doing any further analysis on gold because I've done the analysis that I need to do, and I'm just waiting for price to react and do the thing that it needs to do, right? So when price gives me, what I want and hits my take profit, I know that I'm done with that, and then maybe I'll start looking for ways to analyze the market further. But for now, I just need to wait for price to hit my TP, and then or whatever point it chooses to hit, and then we'll know how to take it from there. So if you are just watching my video for the first time, do well to hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button, right? And then if you really enjoyed it, maybe you might just drop a comment or two, right? Tell me what you feel about the video. Are you also looking at gold? Is your analysis the same as mine? Is your bias the same as mine? What do you think about gold right now? What do you think is happening in the market? What do you think will happen in the markets, the next coming weeks, right? Let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section. Share this video with your friends and family, folks that are interested in trading. Share it with them. Let's know what everybody thinks about this situation in the gold market right now. And I will see you next time.